Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing the cold girl makeup trend. I've been seeing this all over TikTok and social media. It's basically the no makeup look, but with a lot of blush and sparkles and just very much out in the cold. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see from me next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Press that bell icon to be notified every time I post. And let's get started. So like I was saying before, this is basically the no makeup look, but just a lot of blush, sparkle, highlighter. I'm going to try to make it matte and as natural as possible, but you can change this up basically any way that you want to and interpret it whichever way you want. I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I do about like 2 pumps of this, and it's very tacky, which works for my skin. My face looks kind of like red and bumpy. I just waxed and shaved my face earlier today, so it's kind of like irritated from me touching it so much. I also did the slick back hair, but my hair was not cooperating today, so it looks a little funky. That is why. Now you can do no foundation with this, but I feel like my face is a little too red and bumpy and has a couple of pimple scars, so I'm going to put foundation, but I'm going to actually use my hand and rub this into my skin, not using a beauty blender, not using a brush, just so I can get a very natural finish. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm using shade 102. So I'm going to be adding a little bit to my hand at a time and just blend it into my skin very naturally. Hopefully this shade is my shade. I'm going to do like half my face so you guys can see the difference. So I just did this side of my face, and like you can tell like it's slight smooth difference, and it's a little bit more matte on this side. So I'm just going to do the other side and even it out. It's not perfect, but we're also going to conceal very lightly places that we need to. So I just put this all over my face, and now I'm just going to blend this in. Basically blending it in as if it was like the primer. You could do it over your eyelids too if you need to, but I always usually conceal there later anyway. I'm just going to finish up by adding a little bit more on my neck. Every time I do something like this makeup wise, I always try to keep wipes or something nearby just because it's annoying to keep picking up products with dirty fingers. Now that I'm done my base, I'm going to go in with concealer, only a little bit. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in shade Eggshell 325. This is a little bit on the lighter side, so I'm only going to add a little bit, and it's also really full coverage, so a little goes a long way. I'm adding a little dot line here and a little on the side of my eye. Doing the same thing on this side, a little on the chin, a little right here. If I need any more, I'll add more in other spots, but for now this is just where I'm going to start. And then I get my ring finger. I'm just going to dab this in along the side of my nose and then starting to go underneath my eyes. See how it's very light, so a little bit goes a long way. And then up the side of my eye. Also feel like this gives you like a facelift and very glowy under eyes. You can really, it's kind of shocking at first, but like when the makeup's all together, I feel like it looked good. Kind of have to like trust the process. With the extra product, I am going across my eyelid and just blending it out. So this is with one side done. In person, it looks really natural. I feel like on camera, it's kind of shocking. Blending out my chin between my eyebrows. And now I'm going to do this side of my face. Again, side of my nose. And then going underneath my eye. And then across the lid. We're not done here. So now, I would normally cream contour here, but I'm kind of going more natural, so I'm just going to powder my whole face and then use a powder bronzer lightly later. So for powder today, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. For brushes today, I'm going to be using the Real Technique brushes. Majority of them are from Real Technique. If not, I have Morphe, and I have no idea what other brands. I usually just pour some into the cap, tap my brush into it, tap some excess off, and now I'm just gonna go over my whole face, across the forehead, along my nose, of course underneath the eyes, down the neck, same thing on both sides. For bronzer, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium matte bronze. She's my holy grail if you couldn't tell. I'm not gonna go crazy with the bronzer, just bronze where I normally will, but still blend it out pretty well. You can see a little bit, but not too much of it, because our main focus is gonna be blush. So along the cheek, and then the forehead, and then the jawline, going down the neck. Do the same thing on the other side. Cheeks again, and then forehead. I like to do bigger brushes of powder so it looks more natural. But when I'm doing like cream products like that, I'll just use like a small sponge. With a smaller little detailed brush, I'm gonna go along the sides of my nose and my lip. Under the lip, I create a darker shadow so it looks like my lips are a little bit more puckered. It like adds the slightest difference. And now I'm gonna go along the side of the nose, starting out wider at the top and then going in smaller at the end because I have a rounded nose. I'm trying to make it look more narrow at the end. Everybody contours different based off your nose shape, so it doesn't really make a difference what way you do it. You just do it based off what you are looking for. So now that our base is done, we're gonna get into the fun part, which is blush. You can do a really bright blush, you can do a more natural blush. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party. It's kind of like a peachy but nude at the same time, but we can obviously like build it up. Now I do have this NYX Sweet Cheeks soft cheek tint in Baby Doll, but I don't know, it is a really bright pink. I'm debating if I should put this on. I mean, she's really pretty, but like I'm debating because it can either go really good or really south really fast, and it's not like I have no foundation. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit and then go from there. For the blush application, I'm not gonna put it where I normally would down here on the apples of my cheek. I'm actually gonna put it up higher so it's like you're getting hit with cold air. It's very prominent. So we're gonna put it here on the tip of my nose, not the bridge, because bridge is more like getting sunburnt, whereas we're cold. So the tip of our nose usually gets pink. A little bit on the chin, and then a little below and above the lip is like the main spots to put it. So I think I'm gonna try the Sweet Cheeks. Just add a little bit and then we can set it with the powder blush. So I'm gonna put it up here, just a little. See, I'm kind of putting it where I would normally highlight and then blend it from there. It's very like right and very high up. It actually turned out really pretty. I kind of put it up where it's the temples a little bit to blend it out. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the side. Blending very lightly, but switching between my ring and middle finger. This side I kind of went a little too far over. I stopped here, like at the pupil, but that's okay. Whatever I do, I just need to make sure I mimic on both sides. So now I'm going to put a little bit underneath tip of my nose and kind of blend up, blending upward. Now I'm going to put a little bit on my chin and blend this out. Now I'm going to put a little bit above my lip and below my lip. Now the visions start to come together now. I actually think I'm going to put a little bit more on my cheek, just a little bit. I don't want to go too much, but I actually really like how this color looks on me. We might not even end up having to use the powder, but we'll see after this. Same thing, blending. This makeup tutorial is very beginner friendly, especially because we're not really using a lot of tools. Mainly our hands are our tools, and it's gonna give you the most natural look, honestly. People with freckles, if you like to show off your freckles, this look would absolutely be perfect. And if you don't have freckles, you can obviously draw on freckles with this look. Yeah, I think that was a good idea to add more blush. I feel like it was just like not quite there yet. Definitely look gold. Most of the products I am using today are drugstore. There's some high-end that I'm using, but like there's dupes to everything nowadays. So you can look up any of these products that I'm naming and find something similar. The majority of them are from the drugstore. Okay, I think it's good. Also, I just got my nails done today and I feel so cute. I haven't had my nails done in so long. This was just like a power move. Also, like when you first get your nails done, you're like careful touching everything because you don't want anything to happen or like scratch them. And I've been struggling to open this and I finally did, and I'm not even using it. That was annoying. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Nothing crazy, just using clear brow gel. This is the NYX brow glue. All I like to do is comb through them and basically comb them straight up, and then I'm gonna fix them. But I feel like it makes them look real full. I did just wax them, but I didn't trim them. They're very long. A little crazy. Now I'm gonna do the other side. Now I'm just gonna get a little brow comb and just lightly push down the ends of the hair so they're full but not crazy looking. And do the same thing on this side. Super easy, and I love this. Is like my favorite thing to do. I don't even fill in my eyebrows anymore. So now I'm gonna do my eyes. This is also gonna be really easy, but also this is when all the sparkles and everything start coming in, which is the fun part. So I'm gonna start by getting my hair spun from earlier and just powdering my eyelids so I don't crease or anything. Same thing on the other other eye. Now I'm gonna get like a smaller blending brush, and I'm just gonna get the bronzer I used earlier and put this basically not everywhere, but like across my eyelid, and then blend it lightly into my crease. Not trying to make this like a dark brown smoky eye or anything, just a good base so there's something there. So starting with my eyelid, kind of putting it everywhere, and then I'm going to start to blend it into the crease. Now I have very hooded eyes, so like you're not going to really see much, but that's why I try to blend it as much as I can up so you can see something. It's a slight difference, but that's all we really need. Same thing across the eyelid at first, so we want it to be the darkest, and then start to blend it up into the crease. Now I'm gonna get like a really small tapered brush and just go across the bottom of my under eye real tight and close. Not a lot, maybe even less bronzer than before, just so it's even. Again on this side, trying to keep it tight, not to go far too down, blending it up the side so it's like connected. So now we're gonna start implementing sparkles and shine and stuff. So I'm gonna be using the BH Take Me to Brazil palette. You can use any palette, but I just want this white sparkly shade as a base so I can put other sparkly shades on top. I'm gonna use this flat packing brush and just put this across the eyelid. Put this across the entire eyelid. You can see it has like a slight shimmer, but like nothing too crazy. Just a lighter color like this is going to help pack on the other colors. Now I know we put the brown, but it's just because I don't want my eyes to be too lost, because sometimes when you do sparkles like and you have hooded eyes, you just don't see anything because of your shape. So that's why I gotta put everything a little bit higher, but I just wanted something there when the sparkles aren't reflecting the light. Next I'm going to try the NYX Strobe of Genius palette. This is a complete highlighter palette. I've used this before, but I want to like try out a couple colors today. This like purpley one's calling my name, but it doesn't really hurt to try, so I'm gonna just try a little bit. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. It wasn't as purpley as I thought it was gonna be, which is perfectly fine with me. You can see I'm still going above the eyelid, but I'm gonna blend that out with my big brush, get rid of any harsh lines there might be. And then I'm gonna grab some of this white shade, not white, it's like goldish white, and I'm just gonna put this in the center of my eyelid. It's starting to like come together now. I also have this Sleek Makeup highlighting palette and Solstice. I'm gonna try this also, this yellowy color, and put this in the center with a clean blending brush. I'm just gonna go across the edges real lightly because I don't want to get rid of too much. Blend it out a little bit. Now with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal eyeliner, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this in the center of my lid where I've been putting the lighter shade, but it is on the wet tackier side, so I have to like let this dry before doing too much. Oh, that is so pretty. I definitely see it in person. Hopefully it's picking up in camera, but that's really pretty. And the same thing on the side. Oh my god, it is so cold on my eyelid. Now I'm gonna add a little bit to the corner of my eye. Actually first, I'm gonna put some highlighter, and then I'm gonna put the sparkles. I'm just gonna use a mix of like a couple of things that we put on my eye and really blend it into the eyelid. Also onto the waterline too. And a little bit under the brow bone, but like I'm not adding any more product. I'm just using the existing product that's on the brush, so I don't want it to be as bright as the corner of my eye. Now I'm gonna get the sparkles and just put it a little bit on the front part of my eye. I don't know if that really is gonna pick up on camera, but it just adds the slightest bit of sparkle right to the front. So now I'm basically done with the eyes. I just gotta do mascara. I'm gonna add highlighter to my face. Not too crazy, but some. I'm gonna start with the nose, just a little bit on the bridge, and then a little bit on the tip of the nose. Nothing too crazy because it's pretty matte when you're out in the cold, but you just want to give a little bit more light to your face. This is a makeup look. You gotta highlight the whole face. A little bit on top of the lip, only a little, and then try to matten it out. So we kind of lost the shape of the lip because of the blush. And now we're gonna do the cheeks. I'm just gonna use a fan brush because it's a little bit more lighter and not as harsh as like a regular brush. Even tapping some off. I'm just adding where I normally would highlight. I did a goldish highlight, so it's a little bit more natural to my skin tone. Do the same thing on this eye. Very light hand too. So it's there, but it's not like the main focus as much as like the eyes are. For lips, I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to add some lip balm. The last step is curl my eyelashes and mascara. I'm not doing lashes for this look. I want it to still be natural, and when I wear falsies, it's not longer natural anymore. Now it's like a full glam look. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara in black. This is the waterproof one. I'm doing my top lashes. I always try to like look up. I don't get everything on my lids, and then when I do my bottom lashes, I tilt my head down and go pretty lightly so I don't get any transfer on my skin. I almost forgot. Last thing I'm using is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I put on earmuffs so I can get the vibes. I like the way this turned out. The skin's very matte, but like the highlight still gives a little bit of a sheen to the cheekbones. But let me know in the comments what you guys want to see from me next. If you want to keep up with me every day, you can follow all my socials, link down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Press that bell icon to be notified every time I post. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!